Hello, welcome to Scotty's Playtime. I'm Scotty. Imagine that. You come to Scotty's Playtime and you find a Scotty. So today, again, I want to talk about something that really irks me, drives me crazy. I was over at the LGBTQ Nation and reading the headlines, and some of them were like DNC criticized for featuring no trans speakers, and things like will Harris defend trans people or fight for the gays? I mean, come on. Let's be honest. It's like the people protesting the Israeli genocide in Gaza. You're not doing yourselves and your cause any favor to lash out at Harris and the Democrats. They're not the enemy. All right, they don't give you the whole cake, young child, when you want the whole cake, but at least they're giving you slices of it, as much as your little tummy can hold, that the public will allow. If they gave you the whole cake, they'd lose the damn election. Now, do you think you'd be any better with Donald Trump and the Republicans, who think that being gay and trans is a disorder, a disease, something that needs to be cured? Stop and think in your own interest. Do you think Trump is going to be better for the Palestinians than Harris? Get real. Come on. You got to look at the picture here, not at just one piece of the puzzle and say you got it solved. Trump signed bans against trans people in the military. The Democrats opened the military up to trans people. It was Democrats that allowed gay people and trans people to serve openly. It wasn't the Republicans. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Okay? So, you may not like it, but now's not the time to work against the Democratic leadership. It's not the time to work against Harris. You've won. You don't have to keep pushing. Take a break for a while. Calm down. All right? So here's what you do. You do everything you can to get Harris elected. Then you push. Once she has a Democratic Senate and a Democratic House of Representatives, she can do far more for you. But if you push now and turn people against her, Donald Trump's not going to listen to you. Do you think you'll find anybody in his administration willing to give you the time of day? I don't think they'd piss on you if you were on fire. They have that much hatred for our kind. So, you can have it one way or you can have it the other. You can have it where you have a chance, where you have a voice. So park it for a little while and work hard to elect an ally. And they are allies. Let me give you an example. Okay? Just looking over these headlines here. MAGA ex-party chair calls gay lawmaker a faggot, or a fag, excuse me. Shortened version, I guess. Too long for them to spell. On social media. She called Pete Buttigieg a weak little girl in 2022. And she's an indicted criminal, too, by the way. Alleged conspiracy to steal the 2020 election. Yeah. Pete Buttigieg served in multiple tours, or served in the military, served over in Iraq. and look dang hot in a uniform, I can tell you. And personal opinion there. And your mileage may vary on that one. And so, yeah, that's how the Republicans feel about us. Now, go over here. Was the DNC silence on trans rights an omen? No, not at all. Because, you know what? She's got to get elected first. But look at what the Biden administration, which she's been part of, is doing. They have... Oh, sorry, I got a crick in my neck. They used the rainbow colors on the White House. They post proclamations for Pride Month and everything. They salute trans people on their special day. Come on. Just because you're 6 years old and don't get the entire cake for breakfast doesn't mean you didn't get some cake and that you're not going to get any more later. When mommy and daddy are out of the house, maybe your older siblings are going to throw you more cake. But now's not the time. Okay. Chick-fil-A will launch a family-friendly streaming platform. Do you know what they call family-friendly? Ones that don't include us. Don't include gay people. Don't include uppity, scare quotes, black people. It doesn't include DEI and inclusion. It just involves cis, straight, white people and those few colors they might throw in just to show they're subservient housemaids to the white upper class. That's their view of family friendly, where it's 1950s white society, where the only blacks were housekeepers and lawnmowers. Please, let's not go back there. Do not let Trump win. Just a couple more headlines, and then I'm going to close this one out. I want to keep it under 10 minutes. So, alrighty. Buttigieg, sorry. I rented this tongue last week, and the lips are still drying their paint. To hit the GOP election this Sanders, and he pointed out that the biggest scandal was not the 34 convictions of former President Trump or the childless cat ladies. He goes on to say, it's not about election. This election's not about politics. It's about culture. It's about how people get to live. Anyway, all right. It's that they wrote down their own policies and everybody saw what they're planning to do, and it's wildly unpopular. He's talking about Project 2025 and how they plan to wipe a lot of us out and leave no freedom for individual interpretation of how you should live. Quickly now, trans women wins case against social app that excluded her for not being cisgender. We are winning. Let's see here. Biden-Harris administration provides new round of funding for low-income people with HIV. They're removing the stigma from HIV, even though it's never was just a gay disease or a punishment for God, but it did have a lot of stigma. They're removing that. Judge overturns military ban on HIV-positive enlistees. And one more trans people are more likely to vote than cis people, even though the barriers are higher for them. And lastly, one quick one. Ron DeSantis smeared this trans candidate. She just won her primary. That's what we got to remember. They ran a whole 2 years of elections. Well, 4 years, but basically in 2022 And now 2024, they're running elections based on hate, bigotry, based on everybody having to be fit a certain mold. Only cis, straight people. And they're losing, because that's not where the country is. Anyway, I'm Scotty. This is Scotty's Playtime. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for watching and listening. If you've got a comment or a criticism or a like, let me know, either here on this YouTube channel or in my blog, where I will be posting this very shortly. For all that want them, warm hugs, and for those who would prefer, best wishes.